Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Today what I'm doing, I'm gonna try to work with the camera in front of me to see, that way y'all get a bird's eye view of the restrictor plates, because we're fixing to remove the restrictor plates. And I hope I got all my tools that I need. I'll be finding out that in here in just a minute. Then we fixing to take it back down the road here after we get this done, and we're gonna see what kind of a difference it made. As y'all notice on the last video that it was actually whoever got on the throttle first, and that one time I did cheat. Actually, that's clean enough, I can set that right there. Okay, now that was 4mm, and this is a 5mm right here. Go ahead and break all these loose. My hands was in the way right there, but that's okay. Let's see. Go ahead and move that hose. And another thing too is get the idle out of the way. Okay, that's out of the way now. Got to remove the two 10mm bolts right here. Yeah, and the last time that little piece was aggravating, especially when I was putting everything back together. Okay, now slide that, remove that little plug right there. Okay, now if you'll notice, the flaps is not closed. So what we need to do, y'all bear with me for just a minute. I need to plug this little sensor back in. That way it keeps the FI light from coming on. Set that little screw right there. Plug that back in. Okay, let's crank it. You get the key, I'll get the ignition. No. If you notice how it closed and it went a couple of clicks and it opened back up. Now, alright, they're starting to close. I think that's about the lowest it's going to close right there. Let me idle it down just a grunt. Okay, I think that's going to be, look, go ahead and switch it off right there. Okay, I believe that's the lowest it's going to go, right there. Yeah, I just can't get that screwdriver in there. Yep, now these screws were just a little bit tighter than what the 07 was. It feels like it might have some stuff on it. Okay, there's one screw. Yeah, it looked like it'd been flattened out from the factory. Where the 07, my screws was not that way. So, when y'all do this, that screw might go back in there, that screw might not go back in there. But be aware of that. Alright, reach in there. There's your one plate. Now remember this. There's a 0 right there at the bottom. That 0 always goes to the bottom. Alright, set that there. Okay, well how about that? I was able to bring everything out that time. But yeah, you can see right there that little 0. Okay, now the plates is totally out of the way. Let's crank it up. See, that completely closed. Okay, switch it off. All right, now what got to do is put this back in. Let's see, what did I do with that screw? Right there. Put that screw right back right there. Okay, all right, well folks, I'll be right back in just a minute. Okay folks, I apologize about that. What happened is the fan kicked off and the radio was playing in the background, so I had to go cut the radio off, and I went ahead and just kicked the fan back on. That way we get some wind flow through here, or airflow should I say. All right, now I got the sensor back in, and now what we do is just start sticking it everything back together. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and get that started first, because last time I had a problem with it. Let's see, Yeah. Sometimes it's a little bit of a booger get that the idle to go back in, especially if you got a camera in front of you. Because they don't give you a whole lot of room there.
It's only a certain little way that it'll click in there.
Well, doggone it. Okay, there she went. Alright, now get that hose to go back on it. Well, I bumped the camera there. Maybe it's still in focus right there. Yep, I got it started, y'all. Oh. Let's see, yeah, make sure that's still plugged in. Yep. I better loosen this back up. That way I got a little bit of movement. That way I can get these little Allen screws to start, the 5mm. And to, you know, make sure you get all your screws started, and you know, but don't tighten them just yet. Get them all started and then start tightening. Okay, M5 is tight. Okay, now air filter. Let's see, that's going to be the 4mm. Get that tight. Now I'd bump the camera again. Oh, and two, when you start to remove the restrictor plates, if you decide to do this, make sure they're at an angle that you can get the screwdriver on. And make sure you use a magnetic screwdriver. That way you don't drop the screw or anything like that. Okay, everything is like it's supposed to be. Crank it up one more time. Okay, well I was wondering about that because I didn't hear it before. Yep, there's that
I
running.
already know. It drove me nuts trying to figure it out. I put this on it myself. I had to weld a piece on it to make it fit.
Yeah.
And it runs right there. It's always set right on the button.
Okay. If y'all was wondering what the rattling was, it's this piece right here. That's what it was. Okay, well, we'll be right back in just a minute. We fixing take it down the road. We're gonna see how it's gonna do. And be right back. Okay, we got the restrictor plates out. Y'all seen that? What we fixing to do is go back down the road, probably go about the same path and all, and we're gonna see what kind of difference it made in by putting, okay, I'll let the fuel switched on. All right. Then we fixing to go and see what kind of a difference, go ahead, it's gonna make. And I'm thinking what we're gonna do is do the high gear pull in fifth. And I tell you right now, he's gonna get me real good on this one, I feel like. Because he mentioned something to me about it. I'll let him tell you about it when we get back. It was where he noticed that the bike was falling off. fixing to try this, and we'll see how bad. Okay, the road looks clear. I'll get over here in this lane. Oh, come on. You done got on the throttle. I wasn't ready for that, y'all. But he's still walking all the way with me now. I think it'll be a much more of a challenge for the 07 now. But I had to, you know, I started off with 650. Did you notice a difference?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Well, you tell us about it when we get up there to the hangar. I think I'm gonna do it to him again. Uh-oh. Everything okay?
Yeah, Larry, I was just trying to see the way my vision is. I always forget that blinker.
Oh, okay.
And I was just sitting and looking at them strips I was telling you about. I could get the glue on them.
Yeah?
I could possibly glue one up higher, you know, like up here, and it wouldn't interfere with nothing. And then if it was blinking, it would blink.
Okay. Well, look here. Well, how did it do?
Oh, there's no resistance. Once I got pretty fast on that long straightaway out there.
Yeah.
It didn't pull down none. There's no restriction. It just, you could tell they had plenty of more get up and climb power.
Yeah.
I just let
Oh, you didn't feel it nosedive like you was, you know, because I started to mention it in the video when we was leaving. I said, no, I'm going to let him tell you all about it.
Yeah, there's no...
When we got back. Okay, now, you told me that when you got to a certain mile per hour, you feel it nosedive.
About 82 or 83, it was shut down and just, you know, pulled down.
Okay, now, so, you know, it would nose over. Or just nose a drop on it. But now...
there is no nosing over. If you give it to it, it keeps climbing.
It keeps going. So, around about, without telling us exactly, but was you able to get to something like around 90?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
With no problem. It had plenty more get up to it too.
More get up. Okay. In other words,
plenty more get. I let off of it because it was steady climbing.
Yeah. And that's when I flew right by you.
Yeah, right when you flew by me.
Yeah, it took me a while to get there too.
Yeah, to catch up with me.
Yeah, but the top speed on this one is around the 80 mark.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I wasn't going but about 70 when you passed me.
Yeah.
I was going about 45 when you came by.
Yeah. But yeah, that time when I got on it, I figured I'd get you again like I did the first time, but yeah, no, I wasn't able to get you. I mean, you come right up beside me.
In fourth gear. I held it in fourth gear. When you got up beside me, I was in fourth. When we took off from down here, I was in fourth gear. You know, when
no, I'm talking about when we turned on to this road.
That's what I'm talking about. I clicked up to fourth gear and then jugged on it.
Oh, was you past me in fourth gear?
Yeah.
Dang.
From taking off, yeah. And then you didn't see the bike jump. I think I'm telling you right. I was in fourth gear then. Then when we got on out, the bike jumped because I changed it into another gear.
Okay.
Maybe you can hear it. We can look back at the video and see I might have been in third gear.
No, your bike is too quiet. I won't be able to hear it because it's got, you know, the factory exhaust. And it's non-touched. Okay. Well, folks, you heard it from them. The Vulcan is doing a lot better now that the restrictor plates is not in. He does not feel it nose over. Now I do know on that 07 years ago, when I got up to like 95 on it, I could feel the front end. It's just like you was touching the front brakes a little. Where you feel it in this nose over or nose down. So now when I removed them restrictor plates, that stopped that. But you know, as far as it goes for his bike, I think he's going to be happy with it. He's going to ride it around a few days and let me know what he thinks. And I got a feeling that we're going to keep them restrictor plates out. Then again, who knows, he might want to put them back in.
They're going in my toolbox. I already made my mind up. If it don't change nothing on the bike other than that.
It don't. All them plates does is restrict the airflow.
Yeah. To
slow the bike down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put it back on.
You know, and some people will say, oh, you won't get that wonderful throttle response.
That thing's got plenty of throttle response.
Yeah, I know. But some people will say, yeah, you'll lose your throttle response. And you know, and too, you know, I'm not about to disagree with nobody.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially anybody on YouTube or anything like that. But I noticed that, you know, as far as it goes for mine, I ain't never putting them plates back in.
Me neither. If it don't change my gas mileage drastically, I'm gonna leave it.
It actually is going to help. Because it's not shutting the air off.
Yeah.
Anytime it shuts the air off, the amount of gas is still going into them cylinders. I feel like.
Well, I can fill this up here, where we live here. I can ride to Panama City, ride all over down there, and then ride back and still have gas left.
Yeah.
On one tank. I
Yeah.
can go all the way down there and ride around and then come back and still have gas left.
Yeah. Well, see, you know, the thing is, on the way them restrictor plates was on yours, I really didn't like it. Because they wasn't opening fully.
Yeah.
They was like, I'm not that good at judging the angle.
Yeah.
But I know that they was not setting at 90 degrees. They was something like maybe 75, 80, I'm thinking, somewhere along there. And see, that right there is going to restrict some air right there.
Did you ever put a new air filter in yours just to feel the difference to see if it...
Yeah, I put a new air filter in. I had to, because that air filter was in there was coming all to pieces.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I went ahead and had to put a new one in. Because that bike did set up for around 10, 11 years. I want to say it's 10. All right, well anyway, folks, anything else that you might want to add to the video?
I'm happy that we did it.
You happy that we did it?
We did it, yeah.
Okay, so apparently you must have had different thoughts. But anyway, you happy that we done it now?
Because I was just scared that it might mess with something else on it, and I don't think it is.
No, it
It
don't.
ain't gonna hurt nothing on it.
It don't mess with anything else that I know of.
Yeah, well, that's one reason I haven't drilled the exhaust out, because I've heard all kind of weird rumors that it might, get hot and warp a valve or something, or mess a valve up or something.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take a chance at messing anything up.
Right, I understand that part. All right, well, folks, I reckon we done made this video a little bit longer than what we needed to. But he's happy, I'm happy,
Yes.
and the removal of the restrictor plates. Okay, well, thank y'all for watching.